Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
10 most unbelievable gold diggers. Being ultra wealthy attracts a lot of different people to your radar, as you'll find out from this video. Some, if not most of the people you get to meet, would probably be gold diggers given the chance, willingly purporting as your lover. When you think about how you spend your life working hard only for someone to come into your life and leave with part of your fortune, that thought is disturbing. But we fall in love and separations and divorce does happen. I'm going to introduce you to some of the most unbelievable gold diggers. Stay tuned. Number 10. Vivian Stiviano. Stiviano chose the former owner of the Clippers, Donald Sterling, to prey on at only 31 years old, whereas Sterling was 80 years old. Once they broke up, things became very ugly. Stiviano was quoted of accusing Sterling of racist remarks, her being mixed of Hispanic and African descent. This accusation led to Sterling being exposed and banned from attending NBA games, and eventually being forced to sell his ownership of the Los Angeles Clippers. From a lawsuit filed by Sterling's estranged wife, Stiviano received several gifts plus expensive 4 cars, 2 of which are Bentleys, 1 Range Rover, and 1 Ferrari. Stiviano also got a $1.8 million duplex, purchased under Sterling's name. Sterling accused Stiviano of having a character of befriending, seducing, enticing, cajoling, borrowing from, cheating, or receiving gift transfers of wealth from wealthy older men. They sued her, and it was her turn to pay back. She had to pay for a $2.2 million duplex. Not a game well played after all. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works. Number 9. NICOLE Smith. NICOLE Smith was a promiscuous woman that got to marry an old billionaire called James Howard Marshall. She met the oil tycoon who quickly fell in love with her and started helping her financially. This was when her career started taking off and she was featured in various films. She also modeled and made it to the cover of Playboy magazine. She got to live and enjoy a billionaire's life. This was until J. Howard Marshall died after only 13 months in marriage, and guess what? He left her with nothing. She went through a legal process with the family to receive part of her late husband's multi-million-dollar fortune. She was expecting a full $800 million. The case dragged on for years. At that time, NICOLE Smith continued with the glamorous life, yet embattled. She was continuously intoxicated and wouldn't seek help to be better. However, without ever knowing the final results of the legal battle, she tragically died from a drug overdose. Number 8. GABRIEL AUBREY. GABRIEL AUBREY married Halle Berry and got a beautiful baby girl named Nala. 5 years into their marriage, they split up, and this caused a painful legal battle for their baby's full custody. GABRIEL AUBREY took Halle Berry to court, seeking to be paid $20,000 for child support. Not only that, but he was also suing for $500,000 to pay for his lawyer fees. Gabriel's a working model. Why would he want all this money from Halle? Couldn't he make enough to care for his child too? He has to be paid $20,000 per month. This bitter custody battle that lasted for a couple of years ended with the rivaling parents having joint custody, out of which GABRIEL AUBREY got to be paid $16,000 per month, including a retroactive payment of $15,000. The legal proceedings also brought to light several hidden secrets in the relationship. There was psychological abuse, racist slurs, and claims of Gabriel having an affair with a close family member. All in all, this is such a terrible way of getting money from someone you once loved, don't you think? Number 7. Heather Mills. 4 years after Paul McCartney's wife Linda passed on from breast cancer, he finally decided to start dating again. Heather Mills, a gorgeous model and charity campaigner, conquered Paul McCartney's heart. The two stayed together and got married for 6 years, after which they called it quits. It was only after the divorce that people saw Heather Mills' true intentions. Heather asked for a $250 million divorce settlement, from which she only managed to get $50, in addition to the terrible press. She was extremely furious with that settlement. She felt that she deserved much more than a fifth of what she wanted. The judge in the divorce settlement berated Heather Mills for giving inaccurate and inconsistent evidence and praised McCartney for presenting balanced evidence. What a way to end a marriage. Which of these do you think is the most intriguing so far? Stay till the end to find out my favorite. Number 6. Darva Conger. After participating in a show called Who Wants to Marry a Multi-Millionaire, Darva, a 35-year-old nurse, was the winner of the show and got to marry a multi-millionaire, Rick Rockwell. Rick was a 44-year-old comedian and entrepreneur. She also received a 3-carat diamond ring from her husband and more than $100,000 in prizes. They went for their honeymoon, and after she got back home, she went straight for an annulment. She is reported wanting her privacy back after everything in her life blew out in public. She got some money from the annulment and started appearing in TV shows and also posed for Playboy. Darva is back to being a nurse nowadays. Number 5. Oksana Grigorieva. Oksana Grigorieva is a determined gold digger. She first targeted Timothy Dalton and later on moved to a bigger fish, Mel Gibson. The Russian songwriter was dating Mel Gibson. They stayed together for a while, they had a child together, and finally split up. Oksana later on produced a recording of Mel Gibson arguing with her to get some money. He offered her a settlement that she rejected, wanting to be given even more money. Mel Gibson offered her $15 million, but Oksana took him to court to demand more money, and guess what? She never got it. Instead, the court gave orders for Mel Gibson to pay for the houses where their child would be staying until 18 years of age. She should have taken the $15 million, right? Anyway, on to the next one. Number 4. Crystal Harris. Crystal Harris was one of Hugh Hefner's wives. What anyone remembers about Hugh Hefner is that he was the founder of Playboy and that he loved dating younger women. Crystal was one of these pretty women. At only 26 years old, she married Hugh, then at 86 years old. Since Hugh Hefner had the habit of marrying young, he always had an ironclad prenup, which meant after any divorce, the ex-wife wouldn't receive anything. However, after Hugh Hefner passed, the family found out that Crystal was indeed added in the will, leaving her with millions. She knew how to play this game. Number 3. Alfonso DIEZ. A commoner marrying a duchess? That can be troubling. Alfonso married the Duchess of Alba. The Duchess owns the biggest fortunes in Europe, with more titles than Queen Elizabeth. The whole union caused a lot of scandals. Everyone believed he was a gold digger. His children too. To prove them wrong, he left all of his inheritance to them. This was the only way he could prove to the Duchess how much he loved her. He does love her. The Duchess also had to prove the same. She released her will, which mentioned that her inheritance will be divided among her 6 children and 8 grandchildren. The Duchess was an 85-year-old billionaire, and Alfonso was a civil servant 25 years younger. The Duchess had a very eccentric personality and appearance. She is known to follow her own rules. They got married at a small wedding with close family. For the next 3 years, the couple was inseparable, and Alfonso was always by her side till the end. She died at 88, and Alfonso never claimed any fortune that was estimated to be over $3.5 billion. Truly, a loving heart looks past the surface. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber, so if you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on our future video. Number 2. This guy. This guy won $181 million from the lottery. 2 days later, a stunningly beautiful lady fell deeply in love with him. Can you believe it? It sounds very believable. At first thought, I'd think it's a joke, yet many people believe this story. Anyway, the lady in this picture is Natasha Payer, a Swedish singer and glamour model born in Spain. She is half Spanish and Swedish. Natasha is married to Michael Thian, who recently passed on in February 2020, and no, he didn't win the 181 million lottery, nor does he resemble this guy. Furthermore, her previous boyfriends don't resemble this guy. What I think happened is that this guy is a fan of hers and asked to have their picture taken. From the picture without the wording, you can see Natasha's poster on the wall behind her. This could mean that they were in a public event where they could have taken the photo. Anyway, this guy's facial expression is classically amusing, don't you think? It's also very easy these days to make a picture go viral. You just need to add a few banners and get a captivating photo with a story to tell, and voila, viral. Number 1. Tracy Edmonds. Tracy Edmonds is a very strategic woman. It all started when she met Babyface, an American singer and songwriter. They were married for 14 years and blessed with 2 kids. From the money she got after her divorce, she made a name for herself, investing in the film industry with a great return on investment. She then met Eddie Murphy, and their relationship didn't even last a year. Afterward, she then met Deion Sanders, and they're still together now. Tracy Edmonds has built her name in the film industry as a producer and fundraiser and is now worth $30 million. Her wealth is all invested in her future, and she has been very successful. Tracy went out after these 3 big celebrities and won very big each time. She's still winning. She is the luckiest of them all, now not considered a gold digger, but a very wealthy businesswoman.